Hey everybody, NavyDoc5184 here, and welcome to my next reaction to the Norwegian metal band Tomorrow's Outlook, and I'm going to be reacting to their song Doubt. I have loved reacting to these guys. I know I've only done 2 reactions of them so far. They aren't really a new band per se. When I looked at their YouTube, I saw that they had some stuff from like 7 years ago, but I feel like they're on the rise. I know one of their members reached out to me to have me react to these guys, and they have been a joy to react to. I love their sound. They remind me so much of like the 80s like rock, hair metal type stuff like that, and that is just completely my cup of tea. I love that sound so much, so it's been really fun to react to these guys, and I'm definitely gonna continue to react to them on a somewhat regular basis. You know, but this week being the Norwegian theme, of course I had to throw these guys in here. So as I said, I really enjoyed reacting to them. I love their sound, the look is great, and based on what I can see, they look like they have such a fun time doing what they do, and that is such an important thing to me, because sometimes that can just really just add to everything. Like, I love the sound and everything, the nostalgia is already like big in a way, but then just seeing their interactions and how much fun they're having, that's the stuff you really love to see. And I really hope that, you know, they can really make it big. But even if not, I'm still going to continue to react to these guys. I love their music so far, and definitely looking forward to doing a lot more of these guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I will leave a link to this original video in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started. They didn't waste no time with this one. Ooh, this one sounds a little harder than their past couple ones. Still get the same feel for it though. I love when they do the shots of the crowd too. Ooh, I love that guitar solo. I love the sound of it. Nice work. Okay. I see you, my dude. I see you. Okay, so I know I said in the intro, I was talking about how I really get like a 80s hairband vibe from these guys. That guitar solo, I don't know about y'all, but I got heavy Skid Row influence on that. I heard that, and the first thing that came to my mind is almost sound like a guitar solo you would hear off a Skid Row song. And that's the thing that I love about these. It feels like with both the songs, you can literally kind of like pick like what bands influenced the sound of that song. Like, I wouldn't say like the whole song itself gives me a Skid Row feel, but that guitar solo definitely did. I would say, I don't know if I want to say a Van Halen, but kind of get a Van Halen feel, kind of like, you know, Running with the Devil type feel to it. I don't know if that's the right song. That was just the best song I could think of off the top of my head to give me the idea of the type of influence I'm feeling from that. But definitely like a Van Halen from that time frame is like the feel I get from that. But again, I think that's what makes it so great, is you can hear the influence of it. And oh man, if you were just listening to them, you would probably think they were just solely a 80s like hair band, I guess you say tribute group, but this is their own stuff they're doing, and they're putting that sound to it. And I love the fact that they're actually willing to really do that. In a way, it's almost like taking really big risk, because outside those of us that know that music and really appreciate that music, there's no guarantee that anyone's really going to pick up on that in terms of a younger audience. But the fact that they are doing that in this era, I think is really brave. And at the same time, I think it's really a good way to kind of introduce newer generation to, I guess you could say, the sounds of yesterday, and doing it today. And I mean, again, for those of us that lived through it, this definitely is a joy to listen to. And I hope for the younger generation that's getting introduced to these gentlemen can really appreciate it too, and really see what music was back in the day compared to what it has evolved into today. And not that there's anything wrong with today's music. It's just, with me, it's definitely a nostalgia feeling. I definitely prefer music basically from 90s back is the music I prefer, though there is some great stuff in the modern era, no doubt. So I think that's really why I really love these guys, is because it's the type of sound that I just absolutely adore. Oh, I see you, my dude. I see you. Woo! Woo, that was a mean bass riff right there, wasn't it? All right, yo. These guys are so awesome. I don't know why they don't have a bigger following than they do. I really don't. That's a nice bit right here. I like this. Oh, it's the ending bit. Okay, well done. Okay, y'all, that was Doubt by Tomorrow's Outlook. And as I just said before that song ended, I don't know why their following isn't as big or bigger than what it is. I feel like these guys are absolutely fantastic. And man, oh man, what I wouldn't do to be able to just really have more of an influence to help spread these guys out and get them more fans, because they are so fantastic, especially if anybody loves like 80s rock, 80s metal, stuff like that. They completely fit that mold. I mean, granted, obviously knowing that, they're a band that's like 7 years old, they probably wouldn't think that, especially if somebody says, it's like, oh, it's a Norwegian metal band. So they're thinking probably more like death metal, or the metal of today. They aren't probably thinking like 80s hair band, like metal type stuff. So anybody, if you know anybody that loves like 80s rock, 80s metal, hair bands, anything like that, definitely introduce them to this group. They are absolutely fantastic from what I've heard so far. I have enjoyed every reaction I've done with them, and every time I listen to them, I just keep telling myself, I'm like, man, I just want to just go and just listen to all their stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to ruin any reactions I could do for them, because it is just such a joy hearing all this stuff for the first time. And they've gotten to the point where I really am starting to question if there's going to be anything they do that I don't like. Because so far I've loved everything they've done, and I think a lot of it probably has to do with the feeling of nostalgia that it gives me when I listen to them. But whatever it is about them, they are a joy to listen to, a joy to react to. And I always forget off the top of my head what his name is, the gentleman who contacted me through Facebook to start reacting to them. And I think a part of it might be because I'm afraid to butcher his name, because I absolutely hate doing that, because I always feel like it's a personal insult when I don't pronounce their name right. And I always feel so bad once I learn I have been pronouncing it wrong. Any names, I always feel so bad, even if it's an innocent mistake. I just always feel so bad. So, but man, I know you watch these reactions, and I thank you so much for reaching out to me, because you all have been really a joy to react to, and I am definitely gonna continue on the Tomorrow's Outlook train. Like I said, whether it's through the Norwegian theme, whether it's a 80s hairband theme, even though you aren't 80s hairband, you have the sound, so I might throw you in there, or whatever it is, whatever theme I can find a way to fit you guys into, I'm gonna probably try to throw you into, because I love this group. This group is so awesome. I love listening to them, and I know that they got some new stuff coming out soon, hopefully very soon, and I can't wait to react to it. It's going to be such a joy, and I feel like I'm kind of starting to repeat myself right now, so I think that is probably going to be a good place to cut it, so I will stop it right there. I thank you all for stopping by. I hope you all enjoyed the reaction as much as I loved reacting to it. And like I said, if you know any more stuff of theirs that you would like to see me react to, I have quite a few of their stuff on my watch list already. So, anything else that you'd like to see, definitely leave, comments and links, and I will throw it in my watch list if it's not on there already. And I will catch you all down the road.